Hi, this is Phil Hinton and welcome back to a very busy show floor here at CES 2019. We're about to go and have a look at the new OLED lineup from LG.
Yeah, so we're not showing them on the floor this year, but we have announced our new OLEDs for 2019. So that obviously includes the C series and the E series and wallpaper TV. But yeah, the ones that we're showing on the floor is the 8K OLED, and we have our 8K nanocell TV, which is what people would have known as Super UHD before, and also our rollable TV, as you mentioned, our OLED TV R, which is really quite a marvel of technology. That we have a full OLED panel which rolls up neatly into a box. So as you can see behind me, but what's great about it is no compromise with regards to the picture quality. It's still the same OLED panel, so you're going to still get the perfect black, perfect color. We have the Alpha 9 Gen 2 processor in there, so all the picture quality improvements that come along with that. Sound improvements as well, and you get great sound from the sound bar as well, because it's a 100 watt 4.2 channel sound system built in as well to it.
So you're not showing the product lineup other than the rollable. Are you going to have a launch date further in the year for the UK?
Yeah, so we're not confirming during the show. Pricing and launch dates we'll sort of confirm locally after the show, but yeah, we're pretty hopeful for a second half of the year launch for our 8K products and for our rollable, our OLED R.
Okay, so rollable, it looks great. It says signature on it, which always means expensive. So this is a Halo product, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, it's very much. It will be on the more premium price level, but it is, I think, the start of really the future of TV, because this enables people to get a very large screen into an environment that might not normally allow it. For example, you could put it in front of your front window and not be blocking off the view, because most of the time it can be hidden away neatly in the box. But there are also other elements to the screen, because as you see, at the moment the screen is fully rolled out, so you get the normal OLED experience. When it's rolled fully way down, the panel comes up over the top and completely hides it. But there's also something called line view, so it will come up about a quarter, the screen will protrude, so you can get access to playback of music, you can get photos shown on it, and other sort of ambient modes like a fireplace or rainfall, that kind of thing.
Now, that's the Halo product. The next product down, it's still amazing, is the 8K OLED, so tell us all about that.
So we have that just behind us there. We have the 88-inch 8K OLED, so that's the world's first 8K OLED, which, as I say, is 88-inch, and again has all the Alpha 9 Gen 2 processor that we have in some of our other products this year, which is a very beefy, very powerful processor, which obviously you need to get the most out of this picture resolution to really run all those pixels, the 33 million pixels that are in that display. We also have our 75-inch 8K nanocell, so that's our premium LCD offering. As I say, that's nanocell. People have known it as Super UHD before, so we're just rebranding it there to really drive home that nanocell technology and what it is that's what's special about it, and why you have that picture quality improvements over the models below.
Now, 8K, there is no 8K content, so the processing is going to have to do an awful lot there.
Yes. Well, one of the things which we've built into our Gen 2 processors, both Alpha 9 and Alpha 7, is AI picture improvement. So we have a processor which can recognize the content that's going into it regardless of quality and improve it based on that quality. So you always get the best picture. But alongside that is 8K upscaling, because as you say, we're very cognizant of the fact that there is no content at the moment but there will be in the future. Hardware will always lead the way in this kind of scenario. So when the content comes along, we'll be ready to support it, and that's also key because we have HDMI 2.1 built into this product and our other alpha processor products this year. So we can support full 8K at 60 frames per second through an HDMI as and when that becomes available.
Now, these are the Halo products. I'm sure some of our members will be itching to buy them, but let's talk a little bit more about the realistic lineup for the year. You've announced some of the model numbers, some of them haven't come through just yet, but do they all have the same panel like last year, and do they all have the same processing?
Yeah, so similar. So the C and the E that we've announced and the wallpaper and above will all have the Alpha 9 Gen 2, and then other models similar to last year. So our Super UHD translating to nanocell, they will have the Alpha 7 processor, which similar, difference in sort of the Alpha 9 is a bit of a more powerful processor, but they're both Gen 2 processors, so they both enjoy the AI picture quality, the brightness, ambient brightness of your room recognition, and all the sound quality improvements, and also usability as well is improved because last year, along with our ThinQ voice control, we have Google Assistant built in. We now add Amazon Alexa to that, so people are pretty much covered, and whatever sort of the major voice control, voice assistants they use, we have them built into the TV. So if you're a Google Home, Google Assistant customer, our TV will synchronize well into that. Equally, if you have Amazon Echoes all around the house, our TV will sit nicely within that.
Obviously for our members as well, HDMI 2.1 is really important for them, not just for 8K stuff on the 8K screens, but also for a lot of the features that help with gaming. So can you tell us a bit more about the TVs in the range?
Yeah, so all of those TVs that have HDMI 2.1, which as I say is pretty much all of the nanocell range, all of the OLED range, and as I said, obviously already it means we support the full 48 gigabits per second data throughput, but those other features are there. So we've got VRR in there, variable refresh rate, so no tearing in the screen when you're playing games. Also auto low latency mode, so it detects game consoles and ensures that you have extremely low input lag, which is obviously very important for gamers, and also EARC. So people with high-end sound bars or sound systems will benefit from the full Dolby Atmos experience going through the TV.
I think the crowds here are getting impatient. They want to see this TV. So the last question for you is, and more for what our viewers are into, which is calibration and so on. You've done more work with Calman again this year in terms of AutoCal.
Yeah, that's correct. So obviously we really kicked it off a lot last year, being the only manufacturer who have that auto calibration built into a hardware level. So calibrators can really fine-tune in more ways than you can with our competitive products. But what we've built in this year is a pattern generator directly built into the TV, which obviously is an expensive product in its own right. So it straight away brings down the barriers to entry for people wanting perhaps to do their own calibration. They'll only need then the sensor and the PC, but pattern generator is built right in.
James, it's like I say, it's really busy here. Thank you very much for your time, and Happy New Year to you, and I look forward to getting the TVs in for review.
Oh, I can't wait to get them to you.